12.20 lakhs, tax will have to be paid. So ensure taxes are graded from 12 lakh rupees is what the suggestion came from Sri Neeraj Maurya. So I want to say that even while I read the budget speech, we made it very clear that marginal relief is being granted. Under the provision of Section 87A, it has been ensured that the tax payable by a person having income marginally above 12 lakhs is required to pay only the marginal amount of tax equal to the amount of income above 12 lakh, so that his carry home is also 12 lakh of rupees. So he may earn incrementally more, but he'll still take back to his home 12 lakhs, and that increment on the incremental amount, the calculation is also very well explained. For instance, with an income of 12.10 lakh, rupees 10,000 is what he earns over the 12 lakh that he already earns. So for that 10,000 rupees, it will be paid as income tax only. Tax without marginal relief on that person earning 12.10 lakh would have been 61,500. So we have given the marginal relief where he, for the 10,000 rupees he earns more than the 12 lakh, the 12 lakh is exempt from tax, but the 10,000 will have to be paid as tax. He would have ended up paying 61,500, whereas because of the marginal scheme that we've added into this scheme of income tax, he ends up paying only 10,000 rupees. So, and when income of rupees 12.20, only 20,000 will be paid, and he will still take the 12 lakh. Otherwise, the marginal relief, if not given, he would end up paying 63,500 rupees. So the marginal relief has been brought in for the incremental increase in pay. Sir, personal income tax has been reduced by way of rebate. This can be altered in the coming years. It may be done away with in the future years if income tax collection is lower. Was one of the questions asked by an honorable member here. Sir, I can only say, if you look at the track record, even during COVID, we did not raise tax. So where we have come up with a rebate in order to benefit the middle class, an element of suspicion is being brought in, saying, what if tomorrow you... I'm sorry, sir. Sorry? 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 On petroleum products? Excuse me, sir. I will answer what I've heard till now, but if members want to ask these questions, I will also point out to them. Citizens are our citizens. I have not raised any rates on any item, nor did I increase income tax. But if fuel is being brought to discussion, and that too by honorable member from Tamil Nadu, I will say their manifesto promised. They have not fulfilled their promise, and he is asking me questions. Amazing. So, sir, N.K. Premachandran ji has said collections in personal income tax have shown considerable buoyancy in the last few years. His question was, how are you showing income tax collection growth while giving 1 lakh crore revenue foregone? I want to let the honorable member know, N.K. Premachandran ji, the calculations are not done without taking these 1 lakh foregone, income tax reduction. We've spent a lot of time, and most often, in fact, I would want you to please look at the last 5-6 years of the budgets. I've been accused of underestimating, never overestimating, but I've replied each time saying our calculations are realistic. And that is what I will use to explain in answering your question. Collections in personal income tax have shown considerable buoyancy, sir, in the last few years. They have been increasing around 20% year on year. For the year 25-26, the income tax, personal income tax projection is 13.6 lakh crores. The RE for 24-25, I'm talking of the projected, which is BE for 25-26, is 13.6 lakh crores. The RE of the year that we are completing, which is completing on 31st March now, is 12.2 lakh crores. So 12.2 lakh and going to a BE of 13.6 is done with a certain realistic calculation. The projection, sir, of growth for 25-26 is around 13.14%. The effective dip of around 7% in personal income tax growth is on account of the factoring in of the revenue foregone, which is 1 lakh. So the dip is already shown for the 1 lakh crore which is being foregone. So the calculation is after showing the dip. And that is why it is a realistic number. So the projected collections for income tax for 25-26 are based on sound data.
जनता को पैसा दिया है 1.5 लाख करोड़.
Sir,
हमारी सरकार.
income tax receipts
आपको भी मिला है.
So the growth rate question which Shri N.K. Premchandran ji raised, I think I have sort of answered it. I'll now move to the privacy issues which people have raised. Privacy issues, which is not so much the finance bill related matter. It is a matter which is being taken up from the new income tax bill, which is with the select committee. But I want to assure the honorable member that a provision particularly to look at the data exists in the current environment, particularly in certain cases of search and seizure authorized by the competent authority, where access code is not available and the person concerned is not cooperating with the proceedings, the authorized officer may gain access to such computer system, exists even now. Now, it is now being specifically brought in and mentioned in the new bill because what is mentioned in the 1961 Income Tax Act is books of account physically kept, and then the ledgers, and every manual record which will show about your income, your expenditure, your monies and all that is specifically mentioned. And since the 1961 Act does not mention the digital, most often it becomes contentious. People go to the court or question, all right, I've shown you my ledger, but why do you want my passcode so you will see my digital? Becomes an issue. So in order that what prevails now with a gap, that gap is getting filled up in the new income tax, which is before the bill, which is before the select committee. So in this, I will take a minute to explain as to why that digital thing will have to be brought in. Sir, encrypted messages and mobile phones, unaccounted money to the extent of 250 crores have been detected when the encryption has been decoded. One. Second, evidences which have been seized from WhatsApp messages, particularly crypto assets worth more than 90 crores, and the network of people involved in it have all come out of WhatsApp messages. Now,